Hello Taurus, hello my raw babies. Welcome in to your June 2022 tarot reading. Okay, I already pulled from the Goddess deck and the Oracle cards to give me the vibe of what you need to hear for June. Okay, we've got Lala, the Saint of Spoken Words. Now she's all about creating with our words. Okay, knowing that the stories we tell ourselves create our reality and using that to empower ourselves. You also got Get the Big Picture, A Time for Healing, and the Ancestor of Hope. Okay, so I feel like long-term plans may be very important for you at this time. Really nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, being kind to yourself, and being kind to yourself with the way you talk to yourself, okay? Not being heavy on the criticism. Telling yourself beautiful things about yourself, nurturing and encouraging yourself the way you would a child. I'm getting that's really important for someone. Right, let's get on and see what energies come out. Okay. Spirit's reminding me to tell you about something I read. Someone asked Jesus, should I be worried about what I eat? And Jesus turned around and said, I'd be more worried about the words that come out of your mouth than what goes into your mouth. So the words we speak are so alchemically powerful, and that's really relevant in this reading for you, Taurus. Okay, so let's see what energies come out for you. Okay, we've got the Emperor. Wow, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Again, connecting in with this big picture, where you really want to be in 10 years or 20 years, what you really want to spend your life doing, the kind of movie you want to live in. Okay, we're literally creating beautiful movies of our lives, each one of us the leading role in our own movie. I feel like it's really relevant for you to hear that at the moment. To download your higher self and to really know you can achieve anything you want, and you can be the ultimate authority in your own life. So I don't know if some of you have been dealing with people that are trying to take away your authority, or, you know, it's the age-old story. We all go through it. We all have people coming up against our energies. You know, it's like blimmin' Mortal Kombat out there. But just psychological warfare is really the way it goes nowadays, right? Okay, let's have a look. What else, Spirit? Okay, do I take those? No, I'm going to take one at a time. If something wants to come out, it will. Right, so it was the Lovers that wanted to come out. Okay, what else for Taurus? The Star. Really powerful energies for you in June. I feel like you're really thinking long term in terms of what you want to magic up. And just as I say that, we get the Magician. You've only got one minor arcana, and that's the Queen of Swords. So it's still a court card. It's still powerful energy. I feel like you're really going to be seeing clearly. I don't feel like you're going to be taking any shit off anyone, literally. Now, I don't always swear a lot, but when Spirit tells me to use the word, I will use the word. Taking nobody's shit, literally, may be relevant for someone out there. Self-healing, okay? The Star. Knowing that you're worthy of healing. Knowing that you're just as precious as any other being on this earth, and you are divine, and you do have your own alchemical authority. And you can create this beautiful situation, a beautiful tribal family home situation with plenty of wealth, plenty of health, and lovely big hearts around you. There could be a soulmate playing on your mind, and we will clarify these cards. Okay, we've got Temperance. We've got the Ace of Cups. And we've got the Five of Swords, just showing up to taint the reading. Let's just say that. I'm going to say it. Right. So the Star is at the center of your reading. Okay, this is all about you healing. This is all about you getting yourself to a fresh new mindset that's going to get you everything you want, that's going to give you that safety, that sanctuary, that really living life feeling. Okay, this is the 5D. You're going to get yourself up to the 5D, Taurus, by seeing the bigger picture and speaking to yourself kindly, using your words to manifest and magic up whatever it is you want. You're trying new things in June, okay? Don't be afraid to experiment. We're here to experiment. We're here to see, well, if I do this and say this with this intention behind it, what will it create in my reality? Again, the energy we put behind our words and our actions is so important. Let me clarify the Lovers. I'm going to go straight in for that one. Clarify the Lovers, please, Spirit. The Ace of Swords. Ooh, so you may be seeing things clearly, realizing something about someone, realizing they're your soulmate. Communication, very important. You could be writing a lot. You could be sharing ideas you've got about lovers, about twin flames, about soulmates. There's some knowledge you've got here that I feel like you want to share, or this could be you communicating with somebody. Someone you were a little back and forth with. Someone that kind of made you feel like you didn't know whether you were coming or going. Well, that's going to all get cleared up in June. There's going to be forward movement in this situation. One more, please, Spirit. The Ten of Wands. So you're going to clear up any burden you had when dealing with a partner or a soulmate. This could be someone from the past. Let me know how this resonates in the comments. This could be a situation from the past that was, you know, weighing heavily on you, being somewhat of a burden, making you feel like you didn't know which way to turn, backwards, forwards, this way, that way. Really having you in your lower energies, that animalistic side that we've got that can run on fear or, you know, lower things like fear, anger, jealousy, worry. Those are all lower frequency energies and don't represent who we truly are at a divine level. I see you really realizing your divinity this month. Again, speaking kindly to yourself, telling yourself, I am a being of the divine. I deserve love. These things really, really work. They really honestly do work to clear up resistance and to help us see clearly, help us to get our minds on the right TV station, as I would call it. Because our mind really is a portal for energy. The human mind is an aerial. And we can zone into any channel we want. And quite often we get stuck on a certain channel just through repetition and habit. We've got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck again. Someone may be coming in out of the blue for you in June. Something you've wished for, okay? They just told me something you've wished for could be happening. So a burden being removed from a relationship, someone seeing you clearly, someone communicating with you. I feel like that's coming in for you for June. Either way, it's going to be a releasing of resistance. So you're going to feel better, okay? Whatever happens here, you're going to feel better within a situation or even better about what you're conjuring up towards you. They're telling me something, not leap of faith, a lease of faith, but almost like when they say you're getting a new lease of life, but they want you to have a new lease of faith, a new position, a new psychological position when it comes to having faith in what you deserve and what you want, having faith that your other half is out there. And I will say other half because, you know, when you've shared a vehicle with someone in a previous life, aka you were both combined into the same person and then you split off because your consciousness got so evolved and too large to be in one vehicle, yes, that person is part of your soul tribe and you could quite easily call them your other half. Either way, I feel like it's an animus situation, someone you're destined to magnetize in with. So you may be getting hints of them in June. This could just be a dream you have. This could be a feeling you have one day, you know, a little feeling of home that you're clinging onto that goes into your Akash and gets pinned onto the notice board of your soul. But there's something here that's going to clarify something with regards to a soulmate. And I do feel like it's a soulmate. I don't feel like it's the ulterior meaning to the Lovers that's coming up here in terms of what path to take. I think you're pretty clear on the path you want to take. You want the Ten of Pentacles. You want a clean, easy, fair life. Now, how they made me say clean when I was almost going to say clear. You want things to be clarified. You want clarity. You want ease. You want transparency in the people around you. And I feel like there is this energy, the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, someone who's going to bring you in from the cold. When you meet them, it's going to feel that way. It's going to feel like a homecoming. And I feel like you're already having hints of this, or you may even know who this is. Let me know how this resonates. Interesting energy. I'm going to clarify this Five of Swords. What about this Five of Swords, Spirit, for Taurus? Five of Swords. The Emperor again. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Lovers. Wow, interesting. Could have been some deep conflict here. it's almost like the Emperor is reborn. Or maybe you have a karmic soulmate who you mistook for this real soulmate here. Maybe that's getting cleared up for you. That can happen, you know. That happened to me. I've heard Sloane Bella saying that when you've got a big soulmate coming in, often you'll get a karmic coming in just before to confuse you. And they'll be like so similar to the person you'll end up with that it's so hard to let go of them. And it's almost like the universe is testing you. Well, do you really know your other half that well? Do you really know who you're destined to be with? Are you going to be loyal to their energy? Or is that almost, it's an almost doesn't count kind of energy? Are you going to be tricked by someone who's got 90% of their characteristics? Or are you going to be purified enough in your energy to wait for the real thing? There's something like that here. Karmic soulmate energy. And we've got the Queen of Wands here. I feel like this is finding your inner fire, all right? Really finding your inner fire, knowing, again, the Queen of Wands, it's a manifestational energy with the Queen of Wands. To really have that force of will, to will into reality what you want to occur, to not take anyone's crap, right? That self-love, that beautiful, some people might call it cocky, I call it pure self-love, you know. I think the ego is a healthy thing. We can't delete it. We can't get rid of it. And a lot of the times it would be unsafe for us to do so. There's healthy ego out there. Very healthy ego. The ego itself is not unhealthy. It's when it turns narcissistic. It's when you know, that's a whole nother story. But don't let anyone tell you you're being egotistical in a bad way. When you embody the Queen of Wands energy, you know, when you're very sure of yourself, it can offend people sometimes. But I feel like there may be a need for that in June. Maybe the person you're dealing with is a karmic. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's strange we've got the Five of Swords. Perhaps this person's got quite a nasty streak in them. Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups. I'm going to shuffle those back in because they both came out at the same time. Eight of Cups, right. See, the tarot cards will always, whatever wants to be out, will always come out again, okay? Eight of Cups, yeah, this is something you are going to walk away from or have walked away from or in the process of walking away from because you found your love in all the right places. You found your connection to Source, or I see you finding your connection to Source here. Holding your ground, realizing you can start afresh anytime you want. And you do have soul tribes. So if anyone makes you feel like they're being malevolent to you, like they're bullying you, like they're picking on you, you don't need to put up with that. They're not your people if they're going to make you feel like that. And if they do make you feel like that, drop them like a hot stone and let them learn the hard way. And hopefully that'll be the lesson they need to come back refreshed and renewed. You're going to know how this resonates. Okay, what else do I want to clarify here? Clarify the Queen of Swords for me, please. Temperance. You're not letting your emotions rule you anymore. You're not going to be ruled by fear or insecurity or anxiety. You're not going to make decisions from that point of feeling. Because when you make a decision and you feel anxious when you make that decision, it sows anxiety into that storyline. Then you become the anxious one in the movie of your own life. So you're clearing up emotional debris. You know, you're not letting that animal part of you, which we've all got, you're not letting that lower animal pull your chariot. I mean, let me get that right. You're not letting the lower animal drive the chariot. You're putting your animal emotions, the fear, you know, anything done out of fear, you're getting rid of that and you're seeing clearly your divine power with the Star card here. You're letting go. You're not letting those energies rule your life anymore. I feel like you've got a new lease of faith, a new lease of hope, a new lease of life, yeah. A new lease of love. You've connected to a frequency in the theatre of your mind, right? Your mindset is a theatre that you focus with to decide what you want to create. And you've got a huge store cupboard, non-physically, of energies you can use to help you magic up the life you want to live. And I feel like you're seeing that somehow. You're realizing, well, if I make a fearful decision, it creates a fearful result. I'm going to be confident here. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to see the big picture. I'm going to see myself as a multi-dimensional being of the divine. I've lived many lives. I'm powerful. I create with my mind. The magician is the workroom of the mind, the matrix of the mind. It's realizing we're so much more than our human incarnation. It's realizing we have an awareness that goes above and beyond who people see us as in this human format. We are not our names, we are not our bodies. We are the awareness that borrows the vehicle so that we can create. I feel like you're getting alchemically much more powerful now, and you know what's meant for you won't pass you by. You know if someone's right for you, they will treat you with respect and appreciation. And if they won't, well, you'll conjure up something new and better. Great sense of self-love here amidst this chaos of Five of Swords energy. You're trying new things out. You're realizing when you make a confident decision, a hopeful decision, when you speak kindly to yourself, when you tell yourself you're a badass, you've got this, you can create whatever with your mind. The universe supports you. The universe loves you. When you do that, they're telling me the tables turn. So that'll be relevant for someone watching this. The tables turn on those who thought they could control you with nasty words, with malevolence. That never works. This is a round where we want as many souls to get back up to the Godhead, to raise their frequency. The only way we change the world is by raising our own frequency, so that our mind is at a higher frequency. We're seeing through the lens of power and love, and we're realizing we're ethereal beings who are infinite, who came here to play and create, and see how long it would take us to remember our sovereignty, to remember who we truly are, to remember how sacred we are, and get as many souls to remember that as possible and complete our universe. This is why so many starseeds have come back here, because the chaos causes, the malevolent ones, were dropping the frequency so hard so that it was like a horror show. Mindset by mindset by mindset. If every mindset is full of chaos, let's say we've got 10 people in a room and they're all low vibrational sociopathic bullies. Well, they have to target each other, but when there's an innocent around, they will all target that innocent. Now, let's think about a room full of loving people. Think about the frequency that is in that room, and they just want to nurture and uplift and encourage each other. That's a totally different TV station created by each one of those people's consciousnesses. I hope I'm making my point here. We can only change the world mindset by mindset, and we can only control ourselves. So our individual responsibility is to get ourselves at as high a frequency as we possibly can. That's if we're not chaos causers. That's if we work for the positive polarity, those who believe in love and goodness. I feel like you've dealt with someone who thrives on chaos, okay? They exist on the negative polarity. They've come in just like a computer game, just like if we're playing Grand Theft Auto and there are people shooting at your character. We need the contrast. We need there to be two teams in this realm to make it a fair fight, right? To see what will we choose, divinity or animalism? The low frequency or the high frequency? Will we choose chaos and fear and anger, or will we choose love, kindness, divinity, devotion? I don't know who this is relevant for, but I'm letting Spirit put me on this tangent. This is spiritual warfare. And they get you mindset by mindset by mindset by mindset. They're telling me to tell you, don't be too influenced by social media. Remember, there's always agendas. The chaos causers are sneaky, sneaky, sneaky ones. They will be wolves in sheep's clothing. They will pretend to care about you and make you follow stupid causes if you give up your free will and you do it. My channel is all about us finding our unique individual sovereignty. And I feel like there's a huge chance for you to do that in June. I feel like you're getting yourself up to a frequency where you're realizing who you truly are and what you really want to create as a legacy. And I'm telling you now, this is your confirmation. You can do this. You are doing this. And once you realize and decide who you truly are, which is a beautiful being of the divine, you will be flying forward so quickly, because joy is a fast moving energy. Wow, lots of alchemical power here. Lots and lots of alchemical power. Right, I'm going to put these back in, reshuffle, and see what comes out for your alchemical mind, body, and soul advice, okay? Mind, body, and soul advice for Taurus. The Star again. Again, realizing your divinity. realizing you could be star-seeded, you could be chosen on a specific mission. And if you have been, then that means you've been given the most self-doubt to deal with, okay? Because you'll have had narcissists, you probably would have been born in a narcissistic household, whatever. And they will have tried to hypnotize you into not knowing your divinity and not knowing who you truly are and not believing in yourself. And it's really convincing when you've been hypnotized or brainwashed, you really believe it. You know, I have to battle with that every day. Feeling like, well, you know, the imposter syndrome, thinking, well, can I really help people? And I've got to remember what I've been told by psychics. I've got to remember what I truly know about myself on a higher frequency. So I know how hard it can be. I'm going to be taking this advice also, speaking to myself more kindly, watching my thoughts. It's an everyday battle, okay? It's an everyday challenge for us to remain at a high frequency, especially for any high priestesses or psychics out there. You get a lot of attacks, right? But I feel like in June, Taurus, you're really going to be knowing who you truly are. Hold on to that. Write it down. When you feel great and you feel uplifted and you feel like the true ethereal being that you are, full of the power that creates worlds running through every cell of your body, write it down. Make notes of it. Do a vision board. Capture your true essence and hold on to it and never let it go. Okay, we've got the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. There may be a better job out there for you. And again, this may be to do with light work. This may be you really realizing the sort of life you want to live and the sort of life you want to promote to others. We've got the Seven of Swords. Again, when you're a star, you get a lot of chaos causes coming at you, trying to make you believe the exact opposite. And because our minds are rather hypnotic, life is but a dream. Because we live within one big long trip. Okay, life is like a DMT trip. Ask any scientist, they're just catching up with us occultists. Life is a dream, an illusion, but a beautiful one, right? The samsara. I feel like you're lifting yourself out of the illusion, the 3D illusion, and coming up to a 5D positioning. I feel like it is part of your work. I feel like you're a great person with a great heart. Everyone who's got a good heart is a light worker. Anyone who's kind to anyone else, you're spreading light, you're spreading love, you're spreading the truth that we are all love. I'm getting really strong goosebumps right now. I feel like you've had a battle with people trying to convince you. They get their energetic signals from the stream of dark consciousness. They are legion. They all think the same way. They read off the same hymn sheet. They do the same stuff, but you're moving away from a version of yourself that they tried to convince you were. It's making me quite emotional, Taurus. This is your work. This is who you are. Okay, Taurus, if anyone's made you doubt yourself, I want you every day to tell yourself, I know who I am. No one knows me better than I know myself. And no one knows me better than God. No one knows me better than my higher self does. No one gets to decide who I am except for me. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Yeah, maybe you're dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, someone who may look cute on the surface, but they are probably working for the other side, okay? I'm on Team Godhead. I work for the light. I work for spirit. I work for love, okay? That's what I work for. I work to raise the frequency of this whole planet. You could be dealing with someone who does not work for spirit. They work for, the other side, okay? They work for the darkness. They work to pull people away from source because they want 3D power. They want power in the 3D. They can't connect to source. They can just manipulate and control. Allow yourself to move away from people, even if they hold social standing, even if it all, you know, don't give in, okay? Because you're alchemizing your own reality. Don't give in to things just because someone may be popular or whatever. I'm getting the sense of someone who's got social positioning here. They're quite cozy and comfy. Alternatively, this is you finding that you can mother yourself, you can nurture yourself, and that in mothering and nurturing yourself, this moves you into better timelines, better perceptions of reality. Your mind feels better. Okay, remember, life is but a dream. I feel like that's important for somebody. We control our minds, we control our realities. Don't let anyone take over your mind. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups. in the position of the soul position. 10 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Yeah, great need for defensiveness here. Remember, love is the greatest protector of all. Love is what protects us, okay? Love is the best defense. Now, that sounds awfully soppy when you're dealing with malevolence, with evil. They're telling me shapeshifters may be relevant. What they want is for you to be nasty back. They want you in hatred because they know you lose your divine protection when you hate them back. And it's hard. We have to get over a lot of ego. We have to, you know, it takes a lot of spiritual work to be able to throw love at those that you could quite easily hate back. I get it. I know how hard it is. But the love is going to protect you, okay? Christ consciousness energy may be very important for you at this time. And again, it's a case of letting go of the ego. Because the chaos causes will connotate. What I mean by connotate, when you think of Jesus, what do you think of? Do you think of a badass who came down to fight against the Romans, who was so full of love because he was so tough? Or do you think of a virgin, beta male, who died on a cross? Because that's what they want you to think of him as. They want you to think of him as weak, as a loser, as a victim. And they connotate and hypnotize the minds through the media, through whatever. So for you to truly connect with divinities such as Jesus or Kali Ma or Lilith or Buddha, whoever, for you to truly connect with their true lens of perception, you need to let go of all of that connotation, of all of that hypnosis, and feel the purity of the love, okay? I feel like it's really important for you to connect with the divinity of the Christ consciousness in June. Just self-love, whatever you see that as. Connect to the loving energies of the universe. I feel like this is part of your work. Show me the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. The Devil, yeah. Why do I feel like people are coming for you because you're so divine? 9 of Wands on top of the 7 of Wands next to the 10 of Wands, okay? A great need to protect yourself through that self-love, okay? Know that you're not alone. There are lots of light workers in this world now. There are starseeds. There are sixth dimensional divine beings. You're talking to one. You're listening to one right now, okay? And we care, and we're here to fight for you the correct way, to lift your mind up out of the 3D, okay? When you've been in the 3D, your mind is literally set at a low vibrational TV station. You don't feel good. Everything's black and white. Things become grey. People get depressed in the 3D, which is why there's an epidemic of depression. People on antidepressants and all that crap. You can raise yourself up out of it. Get in that 5D mindset. Remember your childhood dreams. Remember any one little beautiful feeling you've had. Some people have had such hard lives, they haven't had many moments of divinity to recall. But anything that makes you feel good, focus on that. I don't care how childish your ego might tell you you're being. I don't care who's hypnotized you. You deserve to feel good. We're all in a state of hypnosis in this dream, in the dream of Gaia. And we're all trying to make our dream feel that little bit better, that little bit better. Be very careful. Devil energy, okay? And have hope. Ancestor of hope. Your ancestors are with you. Again, the 8 of Wands. Flying out of any situations that are hard work through raising your frequency, meditating. There's a sense of you having to not give a you-know-what about what anyone thinks about you. Don't get caught up in the social warfare. People's social positioning is based on what other people think of them. A lot of it's just manipulation, yeah? But we're moving into a new world now, 6 of Swords. The work is being done. Taurus, I hope this video has helped you. Okay, remember to speak kindly to yourself. You are pure magic, all right? I love you lots.